G'day mates, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the strategy that will 100% guarantee you get the Tart Tycoon skin from the new free Fortnite tournament. Doesn't matter how good you are, literally anyone can do this and I guarantee you'll get the skin. But that's not it. I also want to go through my strategies and tips and tricks for you to try and pick up a brand new free PC, PS4, Xbox, or mobile phone by eating as many apples as possible in the tournament. I have some crazy strategies that I guarantee almost no one is doing, so you've got a very good chance to pick up some insane gear. So I'm going to go through the tournament and those strategies. If you like the video, chuck a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I really hope this one helps. All right, let's break down exactly what I'm talking about. So Fortnite announced the hashtag FREEFORTNITE Cup on August 23rd. Now, I tried to get this video out as quick as possible because this tournament was only just announced and I want to make sure you guys get the tips. So what you have is you have a chance to win the Tart Tycoon outfit, some gaming hardware, and exclusive apparel. So let's break down what the tournament is. It's a solos tournament. It's going to take place over 4 hours and it's going to have 12 games in it. The scoring is active time. So for 1 point for every 3 minutes on the BR island. I don't believe this is going to mean that you have to land on the island. I believe this just means once the battle bus leaves is 1 point for every 3 minutes after that point. So it's not counting the spawn island. Eliminations are going to be worth 1 point and a victory royale is worth 10. So my strategy to guarantee you get the skin is all you need to do is get 10 points. If you get 10 points, you're picking up the skin. So 3 minutes per game for 10 games is going to give you 10 points. So if you have 12 games and 4 hours, all you have to do is literally jump out of the bus, pull your glider, sit in the sky for 3 minutes. That's 1 point. And you just have to do that 10 times. And you have the skin. It's that simple. You don't even have to be good at the game. But let's say there's some weird thing that I don't realize and Fortnite is going to somehow track that it's once you hit the island, all you have to do is just drop somewhere that no one's going to be. Literally just drop on the edge of the map, drop in a tree, drop in a bush, just sit there for a few minutes, get as many free points as you can, and you're guaranteed the skin. You don't even have to fight anyone. It's going to be insane. So if you want to pick up the skin, that's what I'd advise doing, or just play the game. All you got to do is get 10 eliminations in 12 games, or just survive for a little bit. It's going to be a free skin anyway, but no matter how bad you are at the game, no matter how good you are at the game, that is your guaranteed way to pick up this skin. But that's not just it. Let's talk about the big stuff. Let's talk about the free hardware. Because I mean, you can get a hat, but do you really care about the free Fortnite hat? What you care about is the fact that we're giving away 1,200 pieces of gaming hardware, phones, consoles, and PCs. So how's that going to work? Basically, the top 1,200 people who consume the most apples. So be one of the top 1,200 apple eaters globally to win one of these prizes. So you can win an Alienware gaming laptop, a Razer gaming laptop, Samsung Galaxy Tab S7, a OnePlus 8 90 FPS phone, PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One, or Nintendo Switch. As all you got to do is be in the top 1,200 most apple eaters globally. So what does that mean? That means literally eating apples in Fortnite. So how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to show you. Now, I'm going to give you 3 main strategies today that you're going to use to make sure you eat as many apples as possible. And the reason why I have 3 strategies is, as soon as this tournament was announced, pretty much everyone straight away thought, I'm going to drop Orchard. So I'm going to include the best way to do Orchard because it does have the most apples on the map, but I've got 2 strategies as backups. One that relies on nom spawns, which not a lot of people are going to be focusing on because they drop a lot of apples. And my third one is a spot on the map that almost has as many apples as Orchard, and I swear next to no one knows about it. It's going to be one of the safest, if not the absolute best way to eat as many apples as possible. So let's jump into it. So first up, because a lot of people are going to be going Orchard, I'll just explain the best way that I think to loot Orchard. So you have 30 apple spawns at Orchard. You have 15 on the east and 15 on the west. I'm going to suggest dropping on this single chest and floor spawn on the east side because it's the only spot in all of Orchard outside near the apples that has a floor and chest spawn combined. Also, on the east side, there's only 2 other floor spawns out here near the apples. So if you get an AR or a sniper or any range weapon, you can take out anyone else going on the the floor spawns and then grab all these apples for free. Now remember, the main thing you're going to have to go into this tournament thinking about with the apples is that you have to take damage to eat them. So the reason why this east side of Orchard works so well is because you have a campfire. So grab the 15 apples, go build up around the campfire, sit on the campfire so you take fire damage and eat the apples. That's how you're going to eat them insanely quickly before people can push you. Because if you're relying on taking fall damage or damage from opponents, it's going to get real dicey really quickly on eating all your apples, because it's not how many apples you pick up, it's how many apples you consume. So I would suggest eating your 15 apples, then try and push over to the west side of Orchard and grab the rest of the apples if someone hasn't, which I'm going to guess they have, or try to kill the person who's there who has them and steal theirs. I would not try to get all 15 on east and then all 15 on west and then eat them. Chances are someone's going to come kill you. So that's my number one strategy for Orchard. But like I said, that's going to be a lot of people's strategies. I think a lot of people have eyes on Orchard. So I'm going to recommend going one of my next two strategies, especially the last one, if you really want to get a good chance at getting this free PC. Second strategy is for those a little bit more aggressive, and it's going to rely on those nom spawns. A lot of people aren't going to be looking at the noms for their ways to get apples, and I think that's where you can have an underrated way of getting quite a few, but still having a good tournament. You don't want to have to spend your whole tournament eating apples where if you don't get top 1200, you get nothing. So Catty corners, I think, is going to be the best drop for those of you who are trying to eat some apples, but also get in some fights. The reason why I say this is you have the highest nom spawn of any area on the whole map at Catty corners. You have 15. 10 of them are condensed in two little areas. So first one, dropping on this little house to the west of Catty corners, gets you 5 nom spawns. So get the chest and the loot that's in the roof, get your apples. Maybe at this point, if you've got a few apples, maybe take a bit of fall damage, get a henchman or a marauder to shoot you and then eat them. Then you're going to push into the shipping container that's a bit northeast of that for another 5 nom spawns. At this point, definitely eat the apples you're carrying because it's going to be hard to keep pushing from here. Now you have 5 more spawns in Catty. 3 of them are on top of the trailer in the bathtub on the northwest of Catty, and 2 of them are in the house on the far south of Catty. So if you're still alive and you're still kicking around, grab them all, get as many as you can and eat them. Like I said, this strategy is going to be a bit harder because you need to be more mechanically gifted. You need to actually win Catty and you need to walk away with Catty, but you're still going to have a good tournament. It'll still be a bit of fun. Get some apples, fight some opponents. You're not just full sending it to Orchard like everyone else, trying to eat as many as possible. Just remember, you need to take damage before you eat the apples. There's no campfires here, so you're gonna have to rely on probably aggroing one of the marauders and get them to shoot you and then eat the apples. All right, now my favorite strategy, and what I honestly think is going to be whoever wins this tournament at eating the most apples is going to use this strategy if anyone else picks it up. But luckily for you, you've got it in the bag, and don't worry, I don't pull too many viewers. I know people say, well, you're making a video, now everyone's going to go there. Hey man, I got less than 50k subs. I ain't Jerian, we're fine. I mean, with your help, I might get 100k by the end of the year. Smash the subscribe button. But this drop spot is gonna be Homely Hills. So this is the place that's north of Pleasant Park. There is 15 apples that spawn here from 9 different trees in 3 locations. So what you're gonna wanna do is drop on one of these houses, look around you as you're dropping down, see if anyone's following you, see if someone else has watched my video maybe. Get whatever weapon you can. Just try to get 1 or 2 weapons, don't get a lot. You wanna get the apples fast. You don't want to prioritize a stacked loadout. If no one's next to you, literally just grab one gun and just grab all the apples. The one thing you're going to want to do though, if someone else is here, is you need to be able to eliminate them quickly. So try and take them out. It doesn't matter which house you drop in. They're all close enough to these apple spawns, but you're going to guaranteed walk away with 15 apples. Now, there is also again a campfire here near the northern spawn. If you want to check that out and just kind of sit on that campfire and eat the apples like I said earlier. But honestly, with 15 apples at the end of once you've grabbed all of them, I would suggest just taking some fall damage and eating them that way. Now, the other thing you can do if you want to be really cheeky, if you're noticing that no one's dropping Homely Hills and you want to get as many apples as possible, it could even be worth dropping on Yacht, which has a whole bunch of nom spawns in the Yacht, and then rotating to Homely Hills after that through the geyser. Obviously, that's going to depend massively on whether people go Homely Hills, but if you're really gunning for that free PC, you really want that Alienware laptop, that might be the go. Drop Yacht and then go Homely Hills afterwards. Alright guys, that does it for another video. It wasn't how to dead side rotate in FNCS finals. It wasn't about piece control. It wasn't a trio VOD review. It was how to eat as many apples as possible in a game of Fortnite. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, my YouTube isn't just for competitive content. I just want to do things that are going to help you. So if you liked the video and it helped, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below after the tournament. How'd you go? How many apples did you eat? Did the strategy work? Were you contested? I want to hear it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And honestly, guys, thank you so much for the support. Good luck in the tourney, and I'll see you in the next one.